So as a child, I'm just thinking about this, I never cried, ever. The first time I cried was when I was 28 and I was rocking my baby, and I realized that no one touched me, no one gave me love, no one held me, no one read to me. That's the first time I cried, was when I was 28 years old. It's not normal. Well, if you want to use that word, but so I was really, like I said, it's cut off from my emotions. And when my husband, really the anger shows up with my husband because it's hard for me to be vulnerable with him. And also he's a very strong personality. So I've never yelled at my kids because I'm very lucky, knock on wood. So they listened because it was a respect thing. So when you respect your parents, you listen. So it was never with my children, but it was with my husband not getting my needs met, not being seen, not being heard. And instead of just talking in a nice manner or saying I'm sad or crying, I will scream. Like, this is before meditation, if I scream so loud, now you're going to hear me. You're going to hear me now. And it's like, gets louder and louder. I'm sorry, people don't hear you. They shut off. And so that's what I learned. You can have a better conversation if you're calm. No one's going to listen to you if you're angry. It's just human nature. They tune you out. For me, I had no therapy growing up because that just wasn't a thing back then. And counselors, they just didn't see you, and no one saw me. And I think even today, I'm an enigma of a person, and it takes a certain kind of person to see me and hear me. And I now go to therapy. I would say I started therapy when I was like 25, like kind of like in and out of it. But I go now twice a week, starting 4 years ago, because I know that it's still in there. Because like I said, I don't trust people. So I want to heal my whole self. Every time I meditate, I come up with a different awareness about myself or about my relationships. And one awareness I came up with is I cannot show sadness, rarely, because it's not even really about my dad. It's the way I grew up with my mom and her family, and they can't express feelings. So they are always screaming at each other. So usually if I'm sad, I'm angry. And so it's helpful to know that it's hard for me to feel sadness, that right away I'll go to anger. But for relationships, it's much better to say, I'm really sad. So it's just learning about your behavior and who you are and how you can do better.